Hello and welcome to Module 8 of Urban Planning and Management. In this module, we shall be looking at planning and managing new cities and towns, which is building sustainable future for the ground up. The module content here include principles of new city and town development, site selection, environmental assessment, and feasibility study. We'll also look at population forecasting and land allocation. We'll further look at phase development and growth management. We'll finally look at smart cities and sustainable urban development before we now draw our conclusion. Let us begin with the introduction. Why do we need to build new cities? Urbanization is a global force. Therefore, new cities are deliberate intervention to decongest overcrowded existing metros, to stimulate regional economic growth and development, as well as to accommodate rapid population growth in a planned manner, and finally, to serve as a model for sustainable and innovative urban living. Therefore, this model covers the strategic principles and process of getting it right from a start. Having known that, let us look at the foundational principles for success of a new city. The core value of a new city include a new city must be more than just building. It must be livable, functional, and ecosystem. The key principles of new city include one, sustainability. A new city must be environmentally, economically, and socially resilient. Number two is accessibility and connectivity. A new city efficient, must have efficient internal and external transport linkage. Therefore, there should be linkage between where people are living and a marketplace, as well as other vital component areas of the city. Number three is social inclusion and equity. Affordable housing and services for all income groups. So there must be affordable housing and social amenities for all income group without any form of marginalization. Number four is economic viability. A plan for job creation and strong economic base must be included in the planning of a new city. Number five, functional integration. There should be balanced mixed use development within a local zoning framework of a new city. Number six, the last, community and participation. A new city planning should involve engaging future residents in the planning process. These principles prevent new city from becoming sterile, that is, ghost town or unsustainable sprawl. So these are some of the principles of building a new city. Having known that, let us look at the critical triads, which is site selection, environmental assessment, and feasibility. A site selection asks the question where to build. That is, where do we build our new city? The criteria for selecting a site selection include it must be strategic location, gently topography, good geology, access to water, proximity to transport link and market. Therefore, selecting a new site, these criteria must be borne in mind in order to avoid flood pen, critical habit, and prime agricultural land. So this is one of the factors to be selected. Then environmental assessment, that is EIA. That is what is the impact. So we have to assess the environmental impact uh, by ensuring it is a mandatory systematic process of predicting and mitigate environmental and social impact. The output, it will result an environmental impact system that guides sustainable design. So it will result an environmental impact system that guides a sustainable design. The third critical triad is feasibility study, which answer the question, can we build this? So the feasibility study can be done in these three components: the economic feasibility, is there market demand, or what is the return on investment of this city that we want to build. Then technical feasibility, can we engineer the necessary infrastructure? Do we have the technology to build the city? Then number three is legal and regulatory. Can we acquire the land and get approval from the regulatory bodies? So these are the critical triad of building a new city. Having known that, let us look at sizing the city. That is the population focus, land allocation, as well as others. So population focus involve the question, how many people will live here in 10, 20, or 30 years? So you're sizing a city in just asking a question, the population density of that city that you are planning to build. The method of assessment includes based on migration trend, economic job projection, and comparative analysis. That is comparing a particular city to your proposed city building. Why is it crucial or critical? It sizes everything, both water pipe, road, school, park, as well as other social amenities. Now let us look at land allocation. So using that, using focus, planners allocate land for different uses following a particular standard. So land may be used for different purposes, precisely zone areas, which include residential. So land may be used for residential purposes. Land can be used for commercial and industrial purposes. It may be used for institutional purposes like building of school and hospital. It may be used for recreational and green spaces like creation of parks and leisures. Land may be used for transportation corridors. Therefore, the goal is to ensure a balanced, efficient, and pleasant spatial arrangement. Having known that, let us look at managing growth over the time. That is phase development and growth management. You cannot build it all at once. You must manage it how it grows. The first development of a city is that building the city in a sequential and manageable stage. That is from neighborhood, that is neighborhood 1 to neighborhood 2 down to neighborhood 3. So it is managed in a sequential order. The benefit is that it matches infrastructure to demand and also reduce financial risk, and finally allows for cost correction. The strategies for this growth is infrastructural-led development, which entails build core roads and utilities first to guide private investment. Then the growth management tools include urban growth boundaries (UGB), which is a line connecting sprawl, protecting surroundings, countryside. We also have adequate public facility ordinance APFO, which entails no new homes until schools and roads can handle them. Then we have concurrency, which is infrastructure must be available when development is completed. Having known that, let us move further as we look into the modern paradigm, that is smart and sustainable cities, integrating technology and ecology. New City offers blank slate to integrate best of modern thinking. The smart city concept involve using information and communication technology, Internet of a Things sensors, and data to optimize city function. Example is adaptive traffic light, smart energy grid, digital citizen services portal, smart waste allocation in most urban areas. So smart city concept involve the use of information and communication technology, the use of Internet of a Thing and data to optimize the city function, which involve the example include the use of adaptive street traffic light, the use of smart waste disposal, as well as digital citizen services portal. Then sustainable urban development is the triple bottom line, which involve environmental plus social and economic health. The principles of sustainable urban development is compact urban form, renewable energy, green building, water conservation, and circular waste management. The convergence here is that smart technology enables sustainability, which includes smart meter reduce waste energy and water use. Then real-time data encourage real-time transit data encourages public transport. Then data analytics improve climatic resilience management. So these are some of the uh, convergence in the modern paradigm. So let us look at the case study for success factor and pitfall. So therefore, learning from real world example, successful example is Sangdo IDP in South Korea. The principles applied there is that first development, smart city technology such as ubiquitous sensor, green building standard, and central park. The lesson there is that strong public-private partnership and clear initiative vision. The challenges they have was NAPIDA and NEMA. So the challenges example is NAPIDA and MINA. So the potential pitfall include rapid top-down development without professional population. Job creation can lead to underutilization and lack of urban vitality. So the lesson that could be learned from this area is that economic viability and organic demand are also important as grand physical plan. The universal insight is that a new city must earn its reason to exist, be it jobs, affordability, or exceptional quality of life to attract and retain residents. Now let us look at the implementation toolkit, that is from plan to build environment. The key implementation mechanism include master plan and legal framework, which is the which helps to that is the adopted legally binding plan and its regulation, which includes zoning and code. So the implementation mechanism is master plan and legal framework. Number two is the development corporation, which is a dedicated agency with the power and funding to execute the plan. We have public-private partnership (PPP), which is to finance and build major infrastructure through the use of public, that is the government, and private individuals. We have a phase capital investment plan that prioritizes schedule for public spending on road, utilities, and civic building. Finally, we have land acquisition and REIT adjustment, which intends to assemble and service developable land parcels. Let us look at the planner's role in the new city development. That is what the planners do in the preparation of new city. They are strategists, facilitators, and guiders. So they perform the role of strategists, facilitators, and guiders. Number one role is visionary. They help in articulating a compelling and sustainable future for the city. Number two role is integrator. They help in synthesizing input from engineers, ecologists, economists, and the community. Number three is they serve as a mediator by balancing the interests of the investors, government, and the future resident. Number four rule, they act as guardians of public interest by ensuring equity, sustainability, and long-term resilience are not sacrificed for short-term gain. Finally, they act as an adaptive manager by willingly to learn and adjust the plan based on monitoring and feedback. In conclusion, building a legacy, that is the weight and opportunity of a blank slate. Planning a new city is the ultimate test of integrated urban planning. It requires rigorous process, which that is big service, site selection, feasibility, and phasing, guided by enduring principles such as sustainability, equity, and viability. Technology like smart cities and ecology such as sustainability are not optional add-on. They are the core to the 21st century urban resilience. The goal is not just to build a city, but to create a thriving, adaptable community that stand the test of time. Thank you and God bless you.